Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Titans at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
That's complete to DK. Touchdown, Titans! Chimere DK. His first touchdown of the year. And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Henderson.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing now, Ward. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chimere Dike with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
11. Silver.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this out to Tootin. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You talk about this Titan defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Ward. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's third and 3. Now Ward. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go!
Henderson now on first and 10. And despite a nice juke there, a really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
1 yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 23, here's the second and 9.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On play action, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. You talk about this Titan defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger, attack!
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
30 left. Hey, I'm gun. Take right open.
Now Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Ward. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. 70 tempo. Go.
Ward off the play fake. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Let's take off.
On first down, it's Henderson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Off the bootleg, Ward. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Red. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Kiss the eagle. Kiss the eagle.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Trevion Henderson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
21. Jaguars nothing. Jack Fox.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Shedding the tackle. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ready up. Ready, street, street, Cougar, go street.
On the drag, it's Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19-18, go!
From the shotgun, it's Ward. That's into the hands of Iron Manor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let go.
To throw is Ward. And it's caught. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trevion Henderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
28. Jaguars nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing is Ward. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Only a yard in the completion in 2nd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
31. Jaguars nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Lawrence will throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
On red. Go, go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Ready, ready.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They run once more with Henderson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Viking, 18. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf.
Looking to throw. Ward. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. Touchdown! Bayshore Tootin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Jaguars 7.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Zach Ball there on the tackle. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 57 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Second and 9.
Now they're audible to something else.
Bronco 80. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, Ward. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. '70s Timberwolves.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go! Go!
Play fake. Here's Ward. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Ward. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, run! Son, it's on.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He completes it to Huddle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to Tootin.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence
takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Red on red.
play action. It's Lawrence.
And he is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Titans 37, Jaguars 20. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Check that.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And taken down just shy of the 40. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Pass to 60. Pass, go.
They go play action with Ward.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
44, Jaguars 20. Jack Fox Set to kick
So
off.
they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's Ward. That's complete to DK.
Complete to Chandler DK. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay,
This
ready?
is second and 8.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
Henderson running straight ahead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On the stop.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a third and 8. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.